In Carrington, New Rockford, and surrounding areas on KDAK.
All right, this morning in studio, we're glad to be joined by the good folks from the Foster County Soil Conservation District. In studio this morning is Kayla Graber. Kayla is the Farm Bill Specialist. Kayla, good morning.
Good morning.
And how's your morning going so far?
Pretty good. I wasn't expecting the snow this morning.
Yeah, it's coming down pretty good out there, isn't it? So,
yes.
all right, thanks, Kayla, for joining us. Also, Dion Schaff is in studio this morning. Dion, good morning.
Good morning, Greg.
Dion is district manager for the Foster County Soil Conservation District. How's your morning going, Dion?
About the same. Dodging flying styrofoam.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's right. So, all right, thanks, Dion, for joining us. Kayla, you're up first. We got to talk about some CRP, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us, what's all going on in the CRP world?
Okay. First off, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Kayla Graber. I'm the new Farm Bill Specialist for Eddy, Foster, Griggs, and Wells County. I'm part of the North Dakota Association for Soil Conservation Districts, but I partner with the NRCS and work really closely with your FSA offices here in the counties, and mainly with CRP. So quick update on that really quick. So as of like the end of March, early April, for acres in CP18C, which is our salinity acreage, we currently have no cap for that. So if you think you have some land that qualifies for that, if you got a lot of salt on your land, go ahead and stop by and see if we can get that into CRP and maybe kind of help alleviate that problems a little bit and get some money back for those acres that you might not be able to produce on. The other one that we have is our FWP acres. We're currently sitting a little over 6,000 acres right now. So that'll be your wetland acres that you might not be able to get into or plant over. And then there's another one that's really similar to that. It's our CP23A. You can have a little bit more water with that one on the land, and that one's sitting at about 6,000 acres as well. So go ahead and come in and ask me if you could possibly get some land that you're interested in and qualified for that. Two somewhat newer and a little more specific CRP practices that we have are our rare and declining habitat CRP, which is CP25. There's kind of a localized region for that, and it's mainly the part that's in this area that's going to be able to qualify for that is going to be pretty much in the southwest corner of Wells. And this CRP practice is going to be mainly for reestablishing those tall and mixed grass stands in North Dakota, just to try and help combat the loss of our natural grasslands here. And there's about 40,000 acres for that available. The other one that is pretty new and kind of like a buzzword, everybody's been hearing about pollinators lately. So this is the pollinator CRP. It's CP42. Again, it's really directed towards the pollinator species. So it's going to have a lot of legumes and shrubs. We do have to create a seed design plan for both the rare and declining habitat and the pollinator habitat. It's got to be a pretty specific seed mix, but it's good stuff. So if you've got some land that you think might qualify for either the salinity or any of the wetland practices that we have, the rare declining habitat, the pollinator species habitat one, you can go ahead and give me a call. I rotate between all of the counties. I'll be in Foster, Eddy, Griggs, and Wells County. So I travel a lot, so you can either contact those field offices or you can give me a call at 701-871-7217.
And the acres that you gave us there, that's for those counties too, right?
Yep, everything I listed is available to all of those counties with the exception of the rare and declining habitat one. That is mainly for the southwest portion of Wells County, just because it's got to meet a very specific region. So.
Okay, sounds good. Kayla, thanks so much. Anything else this morning at all?
I don't think so. I think Dion's going to cover the rest for us.
Okay, Dion, what do you got for us this morning?
Well, to start out, I'm just pulling out a call again for field crew. I still need some help for June in particular. They have to be at least 14 in order to help out with the fabric application, but it's variable hours depending on the weather and whatnot, and we do try to work with, if they've got activities going on, we try to help them work around that. So if anybody knows somebody who's looking for some part-time work this summer, like I said, have them call our office at 652-2551 extension 3. I also want to mention a couple of tree planting programs. There's a deadline coming up April 30th for the next pool on the Forest Service. They've got a windbreak renovation initiative going. All you need to do in order to make that deadline is to go online and do what they call a pre-application questionnaire. That gets you into the system. And you need to do that by April 30th. You can find that either on the North Dakota Forest Service website, or you can go to our district website, which is fosterscd.com, and there is a link right on the homepage that will get you to their questionnaire. If you look right next to it, there's also a link that will get you to the sign up, the application form for the tree planting program that the soil conservation districts have available right now. That's also through the Outdoor Heritage Fund. Difference between the two, the windbreak initiative through the Forest Service is 50-50, but it also helps with tree removal if you're trying to renew an old windbreak. The one through the soil conservation districts is a 60-40, but it only helps with the tree planting, not with the renovation. So there's two options there, and of course there's also still the EQIP program. So these are all things that you can consider. But if you want to go through the windbreak renovation program for next spring, I would try getting on there by April 30th, because that's when the next pool ends. There is one other thing I want to mention. End of the month here, last Sunday in April through the first Sunday in May is Stewardship Week. So we'll be celebrating that again. We have materials we'll be sending to the schools and to the churches. This year's theme is Healthy Soils Are Full of Life. So what they're going to be talking about is the fact that, you know, a lot of people today think food comes from the grocery store, and we're going to be emphasizing the fact that, no, this food comes from a farmer, and that farmer has to grow your food, and he's trying to do it sustainably. So he's trying to put in practices that are going to ensure that the land stays healthy, that the food supply is there. So please be looking out for these materials when they come up toward the end of this month.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Dion. And anything else this morning at all? Then
I think that's it. Again, if you want to contact us, our phone number is 652-2551, and the website is Foster SCD, Soil Conservation District, fosterscd.com.
And I think the last time since we had you on, you had the Women's Ag Day, right?
Yes,
yeah.
we did,
Yeah.
and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I think they did. Diane Esslinger was absolutely hilarious. People were literally laughing so hard they cried, so I think she was wonderful.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks, you guys, for stopping in and giving us, get us up to date on everything on the Soil Conservation District. We were chatting this morning with Kayla Graber, Farm Bill Specialist, talked about some CRP, and also Dion Schaff, District Manager for the Foster County Soil Conservation District. And that concludes another edition of Here's What's Happening here on KDAK.